Hello and welcome to Let's Wander. In this episode we are back in the South Downs in Sussex at Bignor Hill once again. This is a walking video, so in this video we'll be heading west along the South Coast path. So with all of this being said, let's wander. No? We're thinking, what is he talking about? I'm not amused. There's another one just over here. Quietly grazing. Black as night, that one. There's another one over here. So we come to the gate and there were sheep everywhere. Well, there still is a lot of sheep out there. However, they've seen the dogs and they've actually moved out of the way. So we're going to continue on down this path here. We're on the South Downs Way. So we've got a nice little view just over to the left here. Sort of misty, looking out to sea. Last night I could see the Rampion windmills. Lights twinkling in the darkness. Probably where it was quite windy last night, so that's probably where they were turning. Off out there in the mist is the Isle of Wight. But it's not to be sniffed at. Right, so we're out on the South Downs Way. Just come past all the Isle of Wight bit where, you know, Isle of Wight bit, but where you can see the Isle of Wight. And spoke to a woman with, I believe it was a Sunderland accent. It's kind of like Newcastle, but lighter, you know what I mean? And she was saying that if I keep walking up this way, once we go over the brow of the hill, the views are incredible. I usually always go over towards Cocking when I come to Bignor Hill. It's been a bit of a ritual walk. It's got my favourite things. So we're going to keep going up here and see what we can find and hopefully find this amazing view that she's talking about. Go on, doggies. So there's some bracken here which has now died back. It's got this lovely colour, sort of copper colour. Off in the distance there must be some training going on with the army. It sounds like some very, very big guns. If you can hear it. It's gone dead quiet now. That's what's lovely about this place, is it's so quiet. If you keep your eyes open, you see so much stuff. So I found another, it's the third one I found, marcasite nodule, or node. And what these are is iron that's gathered here in the ground and solidifies and turns into a big ball. And sometimes, apparently if you crack them open, there are fancy stones inside. I've got 3 now, so might see if we can smack this one open or get it cut open. It's quite incredible because every time I think about finding one of these, I come up here and I actually find one. They're incredible. I can't wait to see what it looks like inside actually. I'll clean it up and I'll put it on the end of the video. Well, I've got to say, that lady was not lying. You wait until you check this out. It's beautiful. I keep expecting to see a, you know, jolly green corn-selling character over there. Legend tells of a dragon that once lived at the top of Bignor Hill and that its remains can be seen on the southern slope. Dragons, or knuckers as they are known in Sussex, would live on top of the hills or in ponds across the county, and the most famous being in the pond at Lyminster. So it sounds like we're coming to a road now, just in the bottom of this hill, and at the moment we're in this nice little wooded area. It's got that lovely piney conifer sort of smell to it. It reminds me of when I was a kid, I used to play around in the woods. And I was glad I came this far, because if you look just behind me here, there's this amazing bracket fungus of some sort on this big tree. I'll flip the camera around, you can have a look. And also the roots are really impressive as well. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to show up so well on the camera, but it's sort of like the roots are all sort of grown along, all sort of flat, where obviously the edge of the road has been, and it's been trying to get through all that time. It's just been worn away. But then these amazing fungus, absolutely enormous. I mean, if I go up a bit closer, they are bigger than a pizza plate. So here we've got more of these roots that are growing along the edge of the road. It's almost like a root curb. Awesome colours as well, are just still popping, even though it is now winter. We're well into winter now here in England. The hill has a large concentration of chalk and flint and would have been deep under the sea in the Ice Age. There is also green sand, clay and tufa can also be found. Well, this is a special treat for all you Spitfire nerds out there. Or is it the Harvard, actually? Could be the Harvard trainer. The Harvard trainer is an NAA T6 Texan aircraft used for training by Allied pilots in World War II. They've also been used for simulating Mitsubishi A6M0s in movies and TV. Flights are available from Goodwood for £549. Yeah, I think that's the Harvard trainer, that one. I'll ask me dad. Oh no, it is the Harvard, I can see the signs. See the markings on it. I stopped filming and it did a barrel roll. But that's, the Harvard trainer is what they used to train Spitfire pilots in World War II. Oh, it's done another one. Thing is, I can't see it in the lens now. Okay, so that takes us to the end of our wander at Bignor Hill. Hope you liked it. Hope you like, share, subscribe and leave a comment. If you want to help us out making more of these episodes, then hit up our Patreon page. We do have a few problems with it. We're trying to get it running. But when you go on there, we'll put more pictures on there, a little bit of an update about what we've been doing on the road, and all the other sort of silly stuff we like to get up to. So from me, Chris, lovely buddy, Sophie Lila, this was Let's Wander. We'll see you again soon. Bye 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 bye.